Hey, what's up guys? So the official patch notes still haven't been released yet from Capcom. Feels bad, man. But on the bright side, we have some cool sneak peek, or I guess leaked information on Street Fighter V Arcade Edition, and the way we got this info is a very random story. So if you guys didn't hear, a Reddit user on our Street Fighter claimed that they recently purchased a PS4 copy for their nephew, and when they put in the Street Fighter V disc, for some reason, it was the arcade edition of the game. Really random. I think he ordered from Walmart or something for like 15 bones. Now obviously a bunch of people didn't believe him at first until he actually showed footage of the TV and the game and stuff. And of course it was a shock to everyone when they found out it was indeed true. Now as you could imagine, you know, people started asking questions like crazy, trying to get as much early info as possible, and he was very nice to take the time and answer them and, you know, provide screenshots and stuff. And I'll be sure to post the link in the original thread below. So first off, people obviously wanted him to go through arcade mode and, you know, do a little digging through there and see if, you know, Sagat or something is playable by the AI, or find out who the boss character is and such. But during the loading screens, we can still see they have an advertisement for January 16th, 2018. It'll be released like an advertisement, and then he got the generic thanks for playing advertisement after completing arcade mode with no boss character at all. So this was definitely not the final build of the game. So it's most likely that this is like the PSX build around that version, and maybe Capcom wanted, you know, all the future Street Fighter V discs to have some of the updates so people don't have to download too much on day one. I don't know, I'm just guessing, but conveniently he also didn't have an internet connection, which might have downgraded the version as well. So what have we found out so far? Well, after 2 years, Capcom has finally given the second player the ability to rematch the opponent. The future is now. In case you guys don't follow, you know, the tournament scenes and such, players had to signal each other with a thumbs up pretty much to begin the match, unofficially. So that should speed things up a bit for us. Now in terms of loading times, the game still took a really long time to boot up, which had me a little worried, but after that the loading times for everything else are definitely much faster. On the PS4 it looks like it's about 10 seconds faster on the loading screen, and I would imagine it being even quicker on the PC version, so this was a huge relief. Now one of the coolest changes found on the disc was actually in training mode. It now displays all the frame data in the game for all attacks, for all characters. This is a huge deal. Been waiting for this for a long time, and if that wasn't enough, on top of that, you can enable something that adds a color code that better displays if you are plus or minus. If your character is plus, they're blue, and if they're minus, they're highlighted red. So this shows up during like moves, during when you're dashing or moving around on the screen. Really, really cool. There's also this little meter that kind of drains, and it helps visually show how fast moves recover. This is fantastic for both experienced players and even new ones that are just starting out the game, even if you don't understand frame data at all. This is very easy to understand with the visualization of blue and red, and the bars will definitely help players, you know, get started on what's safe and what's unsafe in the game. They don't need to dig that information, they can just find it out themselves by testing out moves and attacks. So I'm very, very happy about this. Finally, there was some digging through the new trials added to the game. As you guys know, there's Trials Volume 3 now, but there's only 4 trials per character, but they're ramped up right at the beginning. These are more bread and butter combos, actual combos. They don't start off with the basic things, and they won't give fight money anyways, but it shows pretty much new combos for every single character. Unfortunately, no trials for the DLC characters, as the person doesn't have internet connection. So I'll show you guys some samples here. For Ryu, we can see that he can indeed do an uppercut after you V-trigger cancel his EX Hadouken, which is a cool juggle. So finally solved that mystery if you can do that. And the next combo shows that Ryu can V-trigger cancel his back hard kick into his forward hard punch now. So the second hit of his back hard kick must be at least like plus 17, because of the start of a forward hard punch is so slow. That's pretty crazy. I wonder if you can squeeze in a dash-in combo. That'd be sick. Now for Bison, we can see a trial that has him combo jumping hard punch, and the crouching hard punch cancelled into V-trigger, into standing hard punch cancelled into Psycho Inferno, and then light cycle blast into Psycho Crusher. That's a pretty long combo, probably corner only, I think. And then we can see he can combo into his super after his Psycho Crusher for a double Psycho Crusher combo. I can't wait to see what people come up with when AE is released for Bison. And finally for Nash, we can see a trial that has him cancel his V-skill target combo into his V-trigger 1 teleport behind into a neutral jumping hard kick into Sonic Scythe. So this shows that Nash's V-skill target combo juggle is a lot higher than it was before, and most likely gives him good Oki because of that, even without V-trigger. Now the next piece of news I want to talk about is Capcom giving us more clarity on how much fight money we'll be getting with the new extra battle mode by fighting Golden Soldiers. So they already revealed the dates for the first fight money challenge coming in extra battle mode. It's coming on January 19th, and the deadline is on the 21st. And I heard some regions are actually getting AE disc late, so the 21st will be kind of close. This is for the slightly wealthy low-rank Shadowloo Soldier, which will cost us 500 money to enter, and then reward us with 2,500 fight money, and you can win this up to 3 times. So since this costs 500 fight money to enter, the total reward will be 6,000 fight money. Then a week later, we'll have the rapidly growing low-rank Shadowloo Soldier, which gives us 10,000 XP rather than fight money. This will cost 500 fight money to enter as well, and we can win this 3 times, so that's 30,000 XP total at the cost of 1,500 fight money. To put it in perspective, you get around, I think it's 40,000 XP for completing Survival on Extreme. So I would highly suggest when you guys do this challenge that you use a level 1 character, so you're leveling up a whole bunch of times, such as Sakura. If you have Sakura, then use her for this, and you get a bunch of fight money for this challenge because you'll be leveling up so many times. Finally, we have the newly wealthy mid-rank Shadowloo Soldier coming in almost 2 weeks later. That gives us 5,000 fight money at the cost of 1,000 fight money. So with 3 plays, that'll be 12,000 fight money total. And another thing too, it says mid-rank Shadowloo Soldier, so maybe down the road we're gonna get a higher rank soldier that's gonna give us a ton more fight money. We'll see. So the grand total for the month would be 18,000 fight money and 30,000 XP if you subtract the cost to enter for our first month. This is pretty good, assuming if the Golden Soldier is super easy to defeat, because if it's even remotely hard, since it costs fight money and people are not able to do this on their first try, I'm sure there's gonna be a ton of complaints. It's gonna be crazy. So yeah, I personally don't like the idea that like these specific fight money rewards in extra battle mode cost fight money to enter, especially since Capcom's excuse for removing the fight money rewards for the offline modes was because it was too difficult for players. So adding another challenge would be a contradiction, so we'll see how it goes. We also don't have any additional information on the fight money rewards for the weekly missions, which Capcom said would be increased. So right now the missions give us around, I'd say, 6,100 fight money a week. So if, let's say, hypothetically Capcom doubled that, we would be getting around 66,000 fight money a month if you include the extra battle mode on top of that. So we'll see if that is enough to, you know, grind as we go. So yeah, a lot of cool information today, guys. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments below. Of course, be sure to subscribe to the channel. I'll be keeping you guys updated. I'll be covering AE very close, and once those patch notes hits, we'll be going through everything in great detail. Also, don't forget to like the video. It helps out, guys, and I'll keep everyone posted. So till next time, take care.